everyone, happy Sunday. We are officially in March already, and this month, I have said before on my social media stories or sharing that I wish I would skip this month because this month is where 1 year ago I experienced something so devastating in my life, but it's also a month that I have to acknowledge that made me into this stronger me today. And I thought I'm going to share with you a couple of messages. I have been thinking a lot, I have been reflecting, working on myself, and it's just been one incredible journey. I'm so happy how much I've grown up to this point, and it's amazing to see your progress, your improvement, because right at the moment when life hits us hard, you realize that you're not gonna make it. You just feel worthless, you just feel weak, and all of a sudden, bam, you just get back up and you start kicking ass. Excuse the language, but yeah, you start kicking ass and just being better. But I wanted to share something on my mind and in my heart that I think could really benefit people. First, want to just start by saying thank you and giving a huge shout out to my two cousins, Alina and Marissa. Thank you so much for just being there for me, girls. It means the world to me. But we were having a conversation yesterday since I had a family get together, and we were talking about the importance of just knowing your self-worth, and how they were really proud of me, of the woman that I become, because me and one of my cousins, long story short, both of us experienced something at the same time, and we were there for each other. We encouraged each other just to keep moving forward, and it was we literally hit rock bottom. And it amazed me to just have that conversation yesterday with them, because sometimes you need conversations with the people, or even like family, cousins or aunts, uncles, just to let you know that you're gonna be okay and that you have been growing. And it feels really good for someone now to tell you, yeah, I've seen your improvement, you've really grown, you've really matured. And I've seen her mature, I've seen myself mature. I feel that I've grown into a really stronger woman and more as an adult now. And the older you get, the older you start to realize that life is not easy. It's not really the perfect ponies and rainbows. But I told her that all the things that I have experienced up to this point in my life, it's not because I needed someone by my side. I get it. We all need that encouragement. We need that support from our peers, whether it's parents, best friends, or even like cousins and uncles, even strangers, our teachers, educators, whoever. But there's a difference between needing that support and that encouragement versus actually you needing them to accomplish your goals. Like, does that make sense? I had a really hard time trying to figure out how did I wanted to, share this with all of you. But what I'm trying to say is that it's like you graduating from college. Yeah, you need that support from your parents to encourage you to not give up, to, keep doing better. Correct, because I even experienced that myself. But at the end of the day, it's not going to be up to them for you to graduate. It's going to be up to you to keep moving forward, for you to pass all your grades, to complete the work in order for you to obtain that degree. Does that make more sense? I think I've made myself clear. I had a hard time. If it doesn't, I'm sorry, folks. I'm just trying to speak from the heart. This is what I do. I know it's not perfect, but I'm happy with the things that I share on here. What I'm trying to get at, I guess my point of all this is the fact that don't let someone tell you that you need them. Like, for example, it's like me having a best friend, and that best friend telling me, oh, you need me, Catherine, because you need to be successful. No, I don't. I might need your encouragement. I might need you there to just hang on to me whenever I'm about to collapse. But I don't necessarily need you for me to continue moving forward or for me to accomplish my goals. It's like saying, for example, like all the things that I've been a part of, like through Fresno State, like the interviews that I've done, all the events that I've been invited to, like all those things, I didn't need no one to tell me, oh, you need to do this, because I wanted to do it. At the end of the day, folks, we write our chapters of our lives. I know we need people to support us, and that's great. I need people too, but it's not in the sense that I need them for me to be awesome or to be like great. I don't need someone to tell me, oh, you're, be great, Catherine, because you will be successful, or Catherine, oh, be awesome, or Catherine, do it like this and you will be just marvelous. Not necessarily. It's up to you. You made the choices of your life. You only know what's best for you. You could get as much advice as you need to help you come up with a decision, to make a final decision on what you want to do in life. But it's really, you have the power in your hands. And that's what I was trying to get my point across with my cousins yesterday, that besides all that, you need to know your self-worth. It's important to know how much you love yourself, how much you value the things that you've done, the struggles that you've overcome up to this point. And it's fascinating just to see that other people look that improvement. They could see that you really changed into a person. And I'm gonna be really as real as I can be right now. Sometimes the most closest people in your lives don't exactly know you fully. They don't really know who you are. They say they do, but they don't. I thought that because growing up, and I'm gonna get off track a little bit, but growing up, I had a rough childhood. At home, I always had support from my parents, and I love the fact that they always pushed me. They sometimes were strict with me to do better, for me to not give up, because they really wanted me to get an education. But when it came to school, I really was put down a lot. People made fun of me. A lot of, and some people I remember very well who those people were. I'm not gonna say any names, but other people, it's like I don't remember. But I was that shy girl who was sometimes afraid to even attend school, because I didn't want people to be talking about me. And yeah, people will come and say, oh, but Catherine, don't listen to them. Well, it's kind of hard to not listen to them when they're literally next to you or in front of you talking things about you. Like if you want to talk things about a person, at least don't do it when you're there. Like, honestly, now looking back at it, it's funny to me. But at that moment, when you're a kid, you don't really think how you think now as an adult. And it's just some people that used to make fun of me, believe it or not, folks, those same people have come back to me today, and they tell me, oh, Catherine, you've changed a lot, or you have been, how do you do it to be so motivated? And it's simple, because I got sick and tired of feeling that I was a piece of crap. Yeah, I used to think I was a piece of crap because those people put me down. And it's just, they made me realize now as an adult that those people picked on you or made fun of you because they didn't have what you had. Some people that used to make fun of me, they now talk to me. They say, hey, Catherine, what's up? How are you doing? I'm like, I'm doing fine. And it's just, why couldn't you tell me what's up back in the day? I'm not saying I said, what's up, want to be my girlfriend. No, like, what's up, how are you doing? I needed that kind of love back then, and I didn't have it. And now that I'm good with myself, people are like, oh, what's up, Catherine? How are you doing? It's like, I'm doing fine. How about you? But it's just, I don't know what to say, because I've never talked to those people that made fun of me. And now they're like, oh, they just pretend like everything's fine. I mean, I don't wish no one harm, but don't you remember what you did to me? Like, don't you feel awkward reaching out to me and after so many years, and after you telling me all these things and then just pretending like nothing happened? I wish you the best at what you're doing, but next time, think twice about how you treat people. Some people, they just don't know what else to do with their lives. So they think that picking on someone else will be funny. And it might be funny to them at the moment, but later when they're going through something so devastating, that's when they're like, oh, shoot, now I know how she felt. Now I know how he felt. Language has power. The words can be so destructive to people. Moral of the story here, know your self-worth. Know how much you are worth it. That's why I dedicated my heart and everything that I've got to sharing stories with all of you. To sharing what I'm sharing right here, right now, sitting with all these viewers, these people, you that you're watching this video. Because I am a true believer that there's always someone out there who is just struggling, who is getting picked on like I was, who just is simply looking for some love, just simply looking for someone to hear those words which is you're gonna be okay. You are still beautiful. You will get far. And that's why I'm here. That's what I've been doing. Nobody told me, Catherine, do a YouTube channel so you could, keep kicking ass. Catherine, start sharing your stories on Instagram. Catherine, you sing along to lyrics to prove to people that you are growing. Nobody told me to do that because I wanted to. Because that was a moment in my life where I knew I had to get back up. That's why March is always going to be an important month for me. And just like one person said, you haven't let things go. It's not that. It's just, I feel that I want to celebrate it. And I was thinking last night, and I'm like, you know what? The one thing that I haven't done is forgive. I have forgiven people or part of the experience that I went through, but I haven't forgave the other part. And I think that's what I have to do in order for me to finally have full peace. And that's what I'm gonna do. I know I'm not gonna go up to that specific thing or person, people, and tell them, but my way is through the art of writing. Sometimes that's all what it takes to do those small things, to officially just feel free at last. And that's what I'm gonna do. And that's the beauty of sharing stories. Nobody can tell you how to share your stories, what to say, because your story matters. It's important. Behind every person is an untold story, like I always say. And like I've always shared with my students as well. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you've gone through, because what matters is that you are here to learn, to get stronger, to be better, to be inspired, to be motivated, to enlighten others, to create a change, to educate. And that's what I'm here for. I hope y'all learned something new. I apologize if I went off track, but sometimes that's what it takes to say a message that comes from the heart. Because this isn't about planning what you're gonna say. You're just feeling it. And if you're watching this, whoever you are, whether you're here near the valley or on the other side of the continent, different country, a kid, a teenager, an adult, I hope you learned something new. I sure did. Every time I'm on here, I always learn, even if it's me doing the talking. Happy Sunday, everyone.